Time for us to take a dive here. We're going to go spelunking, as it were, into the mind of Matthew Archbold, who is the creator of Creative Minority Report, author of books, all-around nice guy and family man. And Matt Archbold, welcome to the show. What's on your mind today?
Hey, Matthew, I wanted to say good morning. I wanted to say something real quick. I appreciated you chiming in on the family text about my grandson's birthday. I didn't mean to include you in on that, but it was very nice that you went forward and said happy birthday to the young man, and I appreciate that. I confused you with one of my cousins, to be honest.
This is exactly like the Pete Hegseth thing.
Yeah. I didn't think of that. Yeah, right.
That's right. So my daughter had a sleepover. Her basketball team had a sleepover. And, you know, my wife does this. She allows for these little parties to occur because it's the only way she gets the house clean, right? Because it's under threat of other people coming over, right? So we run around, we clean up, we make the house look like no one actually lives here. You know, that's the standard.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she literally makes me take out my books off of my bookshelf and dust. I was like, how's it going to get under there? It can't. But
Yeah.
I still have to do that. But anyway, it was amazing. So we invited 13 girls over, and when I came out in the morning, the place was a wreck. I mean, it looked awful. And then my wife had just finished Bible in a year. I told you she's doing it. Now so we did Genesis yesterday, and I thought this is exactly the feeling. I am like God in this, okay? Just in this. All right? Because I came out and I was like, this, you know, in Genesis, the way it reads is like, God made the dry land, earth, and he said, all right, this is good. And then I brought forth vegetation, and it was all good. And then I did this, and it was all good. And then I made you, and it was good. And then I left for a second, and now everything's really bad.
I love it. Yeah.
It was just reading Genesis in a totally different way. The way you keep saying, like, and it was good. Everything was good. And then you happened.
Yeah. That's right.
And exactly what the reaction of Adam and Eve pointing at each other. That was pretty much the reaction I got from my daughter.
Yeah.
Pointing at everyone else, yeah.
So is it all cleaned up now?
I would say 85%, but, you know, we're still one girl left all of her stuff here. That's the strangest thing in the world. Like, what is she doing? Like, and this is a couple of days ago. Like, they're supposed to swing by and pick it up, but they haven't yet.
Did you ever hear of eBay?
That's right.
Personally, I'd check the attic. She might still be there. I'm just saying. I don't know.
That's right. I don't think people choose to live here. I think if they had any choice whatsoever, they'd find someplace else. The people who live here will only live here under duress.
Now, the bigger question here is, did you get any sleep that night? I mean, 13 girls basketball team spending the night. I mean, you got to go to a buddy's house or something.
No, it's funny you say that because I literally didn't sleep at all. Because I kept doing the every hour or two. Because my daughter says my friends never come over because we have this is literally a quote from her. We have a zero tolerance for debauchery.
So you wanted to uphold that zero tolerance for debauchery.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty good policy, don't you think?
I would think so. I think that's something to be proud of.
I think generally it's a pretty solid policy.
Yeah, I want to get me a plaque so I can hang that up.
But it does make you, I guess, very, very unpopular among your students' friends. You know, your kids' friends don't. And and a lot of times when I give them a ride home, if I'm in the middle of the rosary, you know, we're all saying the rosary on the way home. So that gives them a pretty good indication of the the level of debauchery that's going to be accepted in the house. You know, when
and let's be
you
clear,
get a
this is a
ride,
Catholic
then you have to
schools
say the
basketball
rosary.
team. This is a Catholic schools basketball team, so that, there's some expectation.
Oh, they all do it. It's great,
Yeah,
actually. It
right.
is really nice. And on non-sleepover nights, a lot of them have said to her, my daughter, that they wished their parents did that, or they really liked it. And then my daughter started a Bible study before all the games.
Oh, cool.
So, which I can definitively say, Bible studies before games do not help you win. So, yeah.
But you feel bad. You feel better about losing.
Exactly. Right.
So we love this
That's
about
right.
the Archbold house. Friends come over and then they feel more negative toward their own parents. So that's what you're saying. Like I always go to the Archbold house. They're praying, and when I get home, I'd like to have you do the same. That's a bit of peer pressure we could live with.
That is. I think I've told you this before, but there was a woman on she was a mom on the softball team, and she said, she wants to have another baby. They had two, I think, at the time, and she wanted to have another kid, but her husband, who I also knew very well, did not want to have another kid, and finally he relented, and she said, Matt, you actually played a large role in this. And I was like, excuse me? I'm a little confused.
Need to explain that one.
And she said, my husband said, hey, if someone as stupid as Matt can handle 5 kids, we can definitely handle 3.
There you go. Inspiring people everywhere you go.
That's right.
That's right. And they didn't even name the kid Matt. I mean, it was a girl.
Oh, my
well,
God.
it's
a girl, yeah.
Matilda or something like that.
Really. You can do that.
That would have been nice.
Maddie, sure.
Hey, a week from now,
Right,
you're going to be in
exactly.
Toledo. Can't wait to see you, brother.
Looking forward to it. God bless.
CreativeMinorityReport.com. Check it out. Thanks, Matt.